Oh, hello. Hi. Welcome to today. Oh, that's a few octaves higher than normal. Maybe. Let's tap in. Tune in to the frequencies of the day. A dog walker in the yard behind my yard. And birds. And birds. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gorgeous, even. So let's see what comes up for us today to think about for our highest and greatest, for our expansion, for our transformation, for our growth, for our integration, for our anchoring, for our purpose, for our passion, for our hearts, for our hearts, for the love, for the joy, for the blessings and independence. Beautiful. Look at these gorgeous freaking cards. Okay, let me just have a moment here. So blessings first and foremost, because it came out like this. I actually didn't know there was two cards until I picked it up. It's a 20. Blessings, okay? And if you notice, these ships coming in, beautiful, loaded with blessings, beautiful. This person here is knowing that the ships are coming in, not watching. Are they here yet? Are they here yet? Are they here yet? Are those my ships? Is that my ship? Is that a ship? Right? Look at her face. And she's opulent. Look at hair full of these gorgeous, what are they? Lilies. Right? Knowing oh, her eyes are open. And they're looking at me, okay? And she is saying, yeah. Yeah. Oh, she is on a ship. She is a ship. She is her own blessing. Oh my goodness. We got there. We got there, spirit. This is where this one comes in. Now look at this freaking card. Oh my god, I love this artwork. Okay, 35, independence, gorgeous. Beautiful transformation. Amazing, right? So your independence is your blessing. Sorry, not sure what that did for you. Sorry, and I'm referring to she because the images are female, but we're talking about, sorry, am I yelling? We're talking about independence, the being state, the feminine, right? The feminine is the beer and the masculine is the doer energy. Okay. And so part of your blessings are your, is it blessings? Blessing is your independence. This period of self-satisfaction, no, of of being in your own, holding your own, being sovereign, being confident, being independent, right? You're not reliant on anybody else to fill your cup, to bring you joy, to validate you, to carry you, hold you. I mean, all these things are nice, right? It's nice to be held. It's nice to be acknowledged. It's nice to be cared for and engaged with. But it starts with you. It starts within. It's like, be the love you wish to receive. Give the love you wish to receive, right? Okay, so that's a beautiful start. That's a beautiful start. Gorgeous. Okay. So blessings and independence. And yes, independence is looking over at the blessings here. Okay, just look. Just look. See what I see. Oh, wow. What's going on with my back camera? 1 second, guys. Hopefully that's a little better. Okay. But look at her. She's like side-eye looking over at the blessings coming in. They're both given the side-eye, right? But look, she's totally on the front of a ship. Beautiful. I didn't notice that before. And look, wishes. We've got wishes. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Harmony, right? Is that joy? Oh, look, there's Swan. There's Swan. This is a symbol of love. Okay. Gorgeous. Yes, and look, there's some love in this one as well. I can climb my own stairs. And the transformation process. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that it's the pink and blue hair too. Here on both of these feminines, which is giving me the balance, right? The balance of the things, of the beingness and the doingness. Yes. Beautiful. Oh, dang it. 1 second. Oh, yeah. I'm back. Did you miss me? You're like, it was a second. It was a second. Totally. Okay. Let's bend these cards back a bit. There we go. Let's see what the Arcturians have to say about independence and blessing. We learn how to receive our blessings in our independence time, right? It's like women that doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet, ringing all their own bells. Yeah. Okay, so when you're independent, through your independence, it's kind of like your hermiting phase, right? You're pulling away, recentering, recalibrating, feeling in, centering in, recognizing all of the things, right? Healing and processing. Independence just fell over there. What's up with that? Okay. I think this is a leaving the independence, so be grateful for your now spaces. Okay, where was I going? So doing things on your own all the time has been a blessing, right? This period of self mastery, of self reflection, of self acknowledgement, of self empowerment. This is the independence way. And so much gratitude, right? This is why we don't want to rush this process, because there will be times, not so much that you miss it, but more that you were glad of it when you had it, right? It's like childhood. It's just a little window and you can't go back. So make the most of it while you're there. Kind of like that, I'm getting with this independence and viewing it as a blessing. When we pay attention to the things that we don't have in our life, we empower those things, right? We empower the lack. And part of this independence is learning how to self fulfill, to focus on the things that you have, on your blessings, right? To focus on your gratitude and having more of that. Okay. We've got duality, which is beautiful, especially because of that masculine and feminine, the hair, the blue hair and the pink hair, and this balance between your being and your doingness. This is something that is an independent journey, right? This is part of the hermit journey, is to learn how to self-regulate and move accordingly. So that's beautiful, balancing all the dichotomies. And it's not just masculine and feminine, it's also light and shadow. And it's not about eradicating the shadow, just like the death of the ego. I don't know, it feels weird, right? Because the ego is an important aspect of the three-dimensional world that our bodies are within. And so it's an integration of the ego. It's a establishing control of the ego, so that ego is working for you. I mean, it started off, ego was working for you. It's always working for you. It just gets tyrannical when left unchecked. And so this balancing of the shadow, it's an understanding of why you were doing things the way you were doing things, why you respond the way you respond, where are the hurts or the defenses or the pushbacks or whatever the triggers. Where are they coming from and why? What do I need to do for myself, for those parts of myself, for those times in my life when those versions of myself were shattered, broken, abandoned, used, or abused, right? This is part of the healing work of the hermit, of the reclamation of the sovereign stance. The sovereign stance. Okay. Let's get a rune. Beautiful. I was also getting this learning how to receive, right? This is always doing things on your own, right? This hyper independence, learning how to let others in, learning how to allow others to do for you. That's going to be a tricky phase, right? And this is why we are established within ourselves, so that we can best discern the motivations and the intentions behind those who are trying or wanting to give, right? Because we've had experiences in the past where people are giving with strings and and manipulation. And so there was this like, you know what? I got it. I'm going to do it myself. And then I don't have to be bound to you or on hook for something later, right? I did all this stuff for you. Least you can do is do this thing for me. Whatever the case may be. Entitlement. Okay, we've got Ingwaz. Yes, beautiful. The lion in the jungle, the mighty jungle. Is it the mighty jungle? The lion. What the fuck? What is with that song? Lions don't live in the jungle. What is with this? The king of the jungle, the song in the jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Why? Why is it taking me so long to make this association? Lions don't live in the jungle. It's like, is this gaslighting on a mass on mass? Weird. The lion's not sleeping in the jungle. The fuck? That's bizarre. Oh no. We love that song. Okay. Still, but with slowly building intensity, the full-maned lion sits poised for action. He holds within himself the potential for an explosive release of energy. He is the leader and father of his pride. If called to, he will make the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the survival of the next generation. This is giving me emperor vibes. Emperor of the savannah. In the savannah, the wild savannah, the lion sleeps in the shade. Okay. Ingwaz is a rune of growth, the spark of life, and the germinating seed. It has enormous creative potential and is the fertile male representation in balance with Berkano's female. Berkano is all about potentials and possibilities, fecundity, and fertility. If you receive this rune in a reading, consider taking time away to create space for transformation and inner growth. It is time to build up your energy stores. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed. Key words: creation, wholeness, harmony, evolution, and energetic bursts. Yes, coming out of the savannah and not the freaking jungle. Why? That is so weird. It's like some psyops or something. Right? The heck? So maybe you were someone that was growing in a space that wasn't your natural habitat, and so you needed to pull away. You needed to go to somewhere else and see if you belong there, right? Now I'm like in Lion King, and doesn't Simba leave the savannah and end up going into a forest? Which is kind of jungly because he meets the panther. And the panther is a jungle animal. Okay, we've got your fiery purpose and passion and vision, creating worlds. Okay, this is my drawing board of the world, where you, the magician, holding the masculine and the feminine, the balance, the philosopher's stone, perhaps, the sword of truth. But yeah, the lines are masculine and the round is feminine, right? And this is together. So this is beautiful. This is the duality. So you're wielding your magic with and through duality, seeing behind the veil, right? This is like the old world and the new world that you're creating, seeing all of the I'm getting like the matrix code, right? Seeing through the matrix to create the kind of world you want to live in. A world of love, of peace, joy, of harmony. Beautiful. More balancing of the masculine and the feminine. This tool, this moon tool, harnessing the power of the sun, this balancing of the sun and the moon, the light and the shadows, and being in a position to do so. It's like you fill this wand with all of your intentions, and then you turns into a moon when you're ready. And then you reach up and plug it into the sun. And superpowered action happens. Okay, these guys all coming out together. Yes. Okay, so this is kind of totally validating what we were talking about before with the discernment to recognize people's intentions who want to give to you. And your discernment abilities sharpening in your hermiting independent phase, okay? Because we've got the Six of Cups. This is reconciliation. This is like minds. This is inner children connection. Sharing is caring. Fertility, beautiful, gorgeous, mutual reciprocating relationship type stuff. Okay, these are the kinds of people we want to let in, to bring in, to help and have, and to let help, right? And the boundaries on that, with that, for that, about that. Yes. And this state of being, to check in, to ground, to center, to feel in, right? You connect to all of your dimensions and centers and connections, and then you feel, is this for my greatest and highest good? Is this aligned with who I am now? Or is it aligned with someone I was before, right? And this is my middle person card, my third eye, self-master, right? The one who sits on the other side, looking out through the third eye, not solely dependent on the eyes, the physical eyes, seeing in the physical dimension, because we're multidimensional. And so we need to see multi-dimensions. That's why
someone can say something to you in the physical, but you can feel that their intentions are something else, right? This is part of the self-mastery. This is part of the integration, because as you know your shadow, you recognize and understand other people's shadow as well and are more able to see it. And it's not about, ew, get away from me, you icky shadow, whatever. It's more about a recognition of where at different places in our healing journey, right? And yeah. And yeah. Okay, so that's beautiful. Let's put this clump together over here and see what happens with the more cards. Kind of want to do this. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, you don't have to make choices, take action. You don't have to do these things right away, right? When somebody asks you to do something, you can say, I'll get back to you on that, right? And go, and that's a boundary that you create for yourself, especially if you're used to just being like, sure, yeah, and then later being like, oh my God, why did I say yes to that, right? So this is where the boundaries and your discernment comes in. I mean, sometimes it's going to be blatant, right? Sometimes it's going to be a clear yes or a clear no. But when it's not, going within, where we go? What's this? Oh my goodness. Okay, going within to find out. Oh wow. To find out if it's real or not. Okay, if it is this, if it's this, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel into it. If you don't know, I kind of get a little crazy when that card comes out. It's beautiful. And also guarding yourself against your comfort zone of doing everything on your own, of being by yourself, right? I have created a peaceful, harmonious environment for myself. And as long as I don't let anybody in, then we're good, right? This is about establishing that, realigning your baseline, but the goal is engagement. The goal is connection. The goal is this gorgeous concoction of beautifulness. Okay? Yes. I'll take 2. Thank you. Table for 2? Yes. Could you supersize that? Thank you very much. Put it on my tab. Okay, so dedication to self, to your ability to discern, to connect, to hear the subtleties of within that is guiding you, that is supporting you, that is signaling to you. It's also like a stepping out of comfort zone. Yes. trusting the process. As you venture out and engage and interact, and then tapping back in, right? Reconnecting, recentering, and feeling in on all of these things before coming back out again. It's like, I'll check my calendar, but my calendar is at home in my sanctuary space. And I will take 5 minutes to 5 days to get back to you. Right? And so you go back to your established safe space and feel it from there. Feel the offer, feel the connection, feel the potential from that space. The temperance is about the process, and this one is about the faith, right? There's also this leap of faith and this trust. So not only in your independent stage did you recalibrate, reconnect, and integrate, but you're also learning to trust your intuition, your inner knowing, the signs and synchronicities, the messages that you receive, right? Back in the day, those things failed us or were overridden by other conditionings and programs. To ignore or to doubt those subtle and not so subtle warning signs, right? The red flags. It was a joke. I saw this meme and it was like, red flags are something along the lines of like, when somebody sees red flags, they go for it. It's like being a bull. And somebody's like, I've got a red flag. And you're like, woohoo, run right towards it, right? When really we're supposed to be running away from it or not even doing that because that's dumb. But you know what I'm saying. Okay. So trust and faith. Also you're realigning your frequency. Your frequency is changing, has changed, has evolved, has elevated. All this work, this choosing love over fear at every juncture, this choosing peaceful resolution and nervous system over chaos and disorder. This is frequency rising activities. Okay. And where was I going with that? So trust in the work that you have done to become a high vibrating individual, and that you will be drawing in other high vibrating individuals to meet you. Okay, you'll be able to see and feel them in ways like you never could before. And so trust your changes, trust your transformation. Look at the size of this butterfly, right? Okay. Queen of Pentacles in her beingness. Okay, this is the sanctuary space. This is the self-care space. This is you in your material realm, your material world, the Queen of Pentacles. Look at the size of the moon there. This quiet, safe, beautiful, abundant space that you can go to connect, right? To discern, to trust. Beautiful. Okay, what's up with these guys? There's your speaking and your thinking in line with each other, making miracles happen. Okay, this is another thing that has contributed to your self-mastery is the recognition of the power of your words, right? What are affirmations? Words that we speak that, when aligned with what we believe, right? This is why we're letting go of, or have let go of, limiting beliefs. Because if we speak something but believe something else, we've got a disconnect, we've got disharmony, we've got a canceling out situation going on. But when those are in line, we've got pure focus and intent, and that's where magic lives. That's where magic lives. Okay, cards. Let's see. Anybody else wants to come out? Spiritual garden tending. Yes. And whatever that one is. So, this tending of the spiritual garden card, this is your dedication to those spaces, to those dimensions beyond the physical, right? Your sacred space, your intuition, your higher self, your inner wisdom, your heart space knowing, all of these spaces, your spirit team, your divinity, your archangels and ancestors and ascended masters who are all willing and able to help elevate, cleanse, and clear on all the dimensions around you. So, trusting and opening and calling, and always remember that it's only those energies and frequencies that are aligned with your highest and greatest good are allowed access. It's very important to discern, right? This is part of your boundary, part of your self-mastery. You will attract many, not all are attracted to your light to celebrate. Some want to find a way to dim, to dull, to shut off. And your self-mastery and connection is going to be, and your trust, right? Your faith in you, in your you-ness, universe, your unique song. Okay, what's this? It's a spark of inspiration, the passion stick, things that make you go, ooh, right? Or, ooh, I don't know. Whatever makes you go, yes, you want to follow that. It's this heart space guidance system, right? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Sense it, feel it, own it, make it work for you. Okay, let's see. Let's get an archetype here. I'm gonna do a weird shuffy with the round cards. It's not so weird. Okay, let's get an archetype here to support, add, and confirm this reading for us? Oh, I got. We've got the Father, which is beautiful because this is this energy, Ingwas, right? The Emperor energy, being a master in your own. I will be your father figure, put your tiny hand in mine. I will be your preacher, teacher, everything you had in mind. We also have the pilgrim, the one who adventures, who sets out, who moves into the unknown. And the bridge, beautiful, leading you from your island, creating a bridge from your island to others, to other islands, so that you can move about freely for connection and engagement, right? Okay, let's start with the father. The great father, the masculine and the protector. Oh, and my throat chakra just started vibrating for a second. Okay, alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axes of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong, regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. Yes, yes. He is both the guardian and one who leaves us to the wolves. There's that duality, right? The shadow version and the light version. Yet, here, yet gone, the champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Yeah, there is that period where we hold and view our elders as infallible. And then as we grow and evolve and perceive through our many different lenses, that's what this Hierophant through the third eye is able to do, is access the multidimensional lenses in which to perceive things. We see them as, flawed, and it kind of shatters the illusion. And if only we would get there sooner, right? Maybe we would be a little less hard on ourselves, knowing that it's a journey that we're all trying to heal and become the best versions of ourselves through. Okay, when in light, supportive, strategic, regal, kind authority. When in dark, disappearing, disappointing, devastated by failures. Become a student of this masculine energy. Watch the father in movies, in Shakespeare plays. See the father as a pattern, not as personal. Yes, we become the father within, right? This is part of this dualistic, this is part of this sovereignty, this is part of this independence, which then becomes blessings, right? We have to be our own father and mother to our own inner child. And just like the inner feminine is the beer, the intuitive, the creator, and the masculine is the courageous, the strength, and the doer, right? They're also, wow. And then there's also the inner wise one, your elder, which is another aspect of you, right? But I think you get there when you hit the crone stage or the elder stage of the growth trifecta, right? Inner child, inner mentor, and inner wise one. Inner elder, wise one. Yes. Okay. Let's go to the pilgrim, the wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. For the pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. Beautiful. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life. But the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day to day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door towards a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. Trust, right? Time to exit out of your comfort zone and engage in the world, because the world and its cooperative components want to reflect back to you the work that you have done in your independence phase. Okay, when in light, learns, grows, adapts, and studies. When in dark, aloof, non-committal, and flaky. Okay, and then the bridge, which is 38. We're close. The connection, the link, the gate. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. Look at this. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes, rather than withdrawing and separating and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. Beautiful, because I put the golden heart right on the bridge. Okay, when in light, acceptance, magic, and communication. When in dark, lacking boundaries, forcing connection. Imagine building a bridge, then imagine building a wall which energy is needed for the situation at hand. Which image softens and heals the heart? Lie on the floor and listen to the bridge over troubled waters. Notice the ease and acceptance within the melody and feeling of rising above the muck. Bridge over troubled waters. How does that go? Bridge over troubled waters. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. Okay, let's get love messages. Okay. Clean your space. Yes. We've got to keep energy moving and flowing. Energy gets stuck, it gets tired, it gets dusty, right? When you move stuff around, when you cleanse and clear, when you intend the cleansing and clearing, you are reinvigorating the energy. Things start moving around energy wise, and things are flowing and going. So cleaning your space regularly, make it a ritual, make it a bring the magic into the mundane, right? This is energy work in the physical. Beautiful. Your heart knows. Eh? Mm. Eh? Mm. Ah! Okay. Yes, it does. Because you've acquired a peaceful nervous system, and so you can feel when something is activating it in a way that you don't want. You don't want that. Ground yourself. Beautiful. Yes. This is what you do. Okay, I'm just gonna put that over here in the grounding stone. What else we got? Oh yeah, that's the grounding yourself. And finally, dance with your eyes closed. This is another way to move energy around in a trusting way. You are not, when your eyes are closed, you're not looking around to see who's looking or watching. You are not looking at yourself or your reflection. How am I looking? How am I moving? Your eyes are closed. You are engaging with the music. You are feeling in your body, and the world disappears. And this is part of your central connectedness. Also, you're moving energy around in your body in the same way as cleaning your space does. And this is important to do because energy can also get stuck and stagnant within our bones. This is why we do the lymphatic drain and the all the other things, right? Those systems, they can get plugged up. And so too with our chakra systems, energy blocks can make it so that the flow, the connection can't move freely from your earth star chakra up into your soul star chakra, the chakras that are above and below you, right? We want to connect and tether, connect and tether this grounding point. This is the Taurus. It's like the, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Did you see it? I saw it. Okay. Let's get it. couple of charms. This many. Just like that. Okay. Okay. We've got the elephant. Beautiful. This is my elephant that got separated from its herd and it has found them. It's located them and it is signaling that it's en route. It's coming. I hear you. I see you. I'm coming. Right? And because this is an intuition, you're intuiting your soul tribe and you're protecting from anything else. If they're not part of your soul tribe, then they do not get to come in. And how do you know? Your heart knows, right? Yes. Okay. We've got a train here. So you can speed up your process progress manifestations maybe with this awareness of the energy that is moving through your spaces and faces and trusting in your third eye, what it tells you, what it signals you, right? Your third eye is your intuitive center. It is what is saying, take a left, and you usually go right, but take a left this time. And your ability, your dedication to trusting it. And this is the pilgrim way, right? This is the, well, I don't know what's that way exactly. Go that way and find out, right? Okay. We've also got this stubborn land animal, the rhino on the father here. This is the masculine energy and how it is serving the whole, the good of all, right? And your internal connection with it, with them. Okay, what do we got over here? We've got a celebration. Celebrate your balancing of self, of energies, and your trusting in your passion and where it leads you. Oh, there's a dead fish over here. Yes, right? Clean your space and get rid of the dead things that are lingering. Yes, confirmation from the wand. Okay, let go of the old bones that are no longer serving you. Okay, and we've got lots of things going on over this love here. We've got quality. Beautiful. I mean, gorgeous. Everybody's gone through a transformation, and this is beautiful abundance. Okay. This is earth and sky gorgeousness, balance, masculine, feminine, magical. Wowza. Okay. Okay. So that's what I have for you today. Love and appreciate you. Hope there was something good in there. Count your blessings, the blessings that you have. She's on her own ship and loving it, right? And because of that, more ships and harmony and joy and love and all kinds of stuff are heading your way. Okay? You can feel it. It's coming. So enjoy this time, this space, this place as it is now. Okay, love and appreciate you and hope to see you in another reading. Bye for now.